Hi friends! This week I figured we would do something a little bit different. It is almost Christmas. Well, to me it already is Christmas because, all of December is Christmas for me. It is time for Christmas gifts. And I thought I would share some of the things that I make for Christmas every year. Now, one of the things I do, I have one of my kids, well, he's an adult now. He really enjoys Pokemons. So I started making him Pokemon. So it's become sort of a tradition. He gets one every year. And I'm going to show you the very first one I made it's so ugly. It is so ugly. But he kept it. He kept it. It's this one. I have no idea what these are called, what the names of them are. I don't know Pokemons myself, but if you know Pokemons, I'm sure you'll recognize him, but he's not pretty. I did, however, actually, I first made that one, and I thought it was so ugly I couldn't gift it to him, so I just tucked it away and stumbled across it a couple of years later, I think, and only then did I tell him that I had made one of those. And he was so disappointed that he didn't get it, so I gave it to him then. I later did attempt to make a better version. Just this one. His tail has been curling up a little. Looks a little bit better, but not entirely there, but yeah. And I made him this one. This one I think I know. I think this one is called Swinub. Something like that. He got little feetses. There's his face, this kind of piggy kind of thing. And what I really wanted to share with you is how I make these, because this has, for him, this has become like a collector's item every year. He gets at least one. Well, on later years, I've actually started to make two. So he gets one in the stocking and he gets one in a Christmas gift under the tree. So when I make this, I just look at the shape of it, the shape of the character. What am I trying to make? Oh, here's one that's really dusty. Here's another one. And you can see it's like there's his face. It's I don't know, I almost said a sausage roll, but yeah, maybe a little. I just try to figure out what shape they have when I try to make them. Here's another one. And this one was not too difficult. I made the body and I did some decreases and I did some increases again, and I made the head, or maybe I did the other way around, I don't remember. Added on a tail, that's basically a little sausage as well. Tiny little footsies. And his, I don't know what these are, antennas? From, what do you call them? Like pipe cleanser thingies. And then just some quick embroidery and a pair of beaded eyes, or half beads. Quite simple. This is my favorite one that I made. And the Christmas I made this one. Did you see that? This is my favorite one. I need to repair his feet. The Christmas he got this one, I was really stressed for time that year. And I think I made this one in like an hour on the day before Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve is when we celebrate in Scandinavian countries. So we open our Christmas presents on the afternoon/evening of Christmas Eve. And I was sitting the day before, I think at like 11 p.m. at night. And I just, which one am I going to... I hadn't even decided which one to make. So trying to figure out which one am I going to make, and decided on this one. And I got some wires in here for the stalk and his feet. So I think I doubled that. And I quickly knit this flower head, which is basically just, I started with a few stitches in the back here, just increased until it was the size that I wanted. Did some decreases for the mouth part, and then I finished with a pink I-cord for a mouth and some black half beads for his eyes. And I knitted some leaves as well. Just started with a few stitches, did some increases, knit to the halfway point, what I felt was a good halfway point, and then started doing decreases again. And I just used some brown yarn to just cover the wire. I also used a glue gun to make sure that the thread stays where I wanted it. So quick and easy and really fun. I think this was his favorite as well. We had so much fun with this. He kept walking around with it, and yeah, we laughed our heads off that Christmas. Here's another Pokemon with a leafy kind of skirt. Again, I don't know what this one is called. Petal something, maybe? Also very cute. This one is crocheted. Just crocheted a body. And the head, I'm not sure, I think I may have started with the head. And just all the way down, made a body, added some arms, crocheted a few leaves, and the flowers on their head, and then just embroidered, I think I embroidered the mouth, and again used the black half beads for the eyes. Quick and simple, but still quite fun to gift and to receive. And also made one of these. He got one of these in his stocking. This one I just clad with, you know, like the bubble wrap stuff. It's kind of hard to see on camera. I think this one is my least favorite one, but he still knew which one I was going for. So that's that. We got this one. It's like a balloony thing. His legs are just crocheted bands, and I added some felted little feet. And then there's his head. He literally looks like a balloon. So I knitted a bauble, stuffed it, and took it in at the bottom. You get this classical balloon shape. And I think I need to re-glue his hair. Yeah. So you can do a lot of Pokemons. Quite easy. Doesn't take too much work to, you know, make something fun of them. You can knit, you can crochet, you can use your glue gun, and you know. And I've also made, this one is from Minecraft. It's one of the Minecraft sheeps that I knit at some point. I think this was a stocking stuffer. Also not too difficult to make. This was a fun one. This was a stocking stuffer for all my kids. They were all adults by then. So yeah, an F-bomb. You gotta have fun with it, you know? And also I have made a Baby Yoda. This one I actually have a pattern for. It's a free pattern on my web page. Always linking that below, so you can just hop in there and check for free patterns. There's a few other as well. But same thing. I just looked at the shape. It's a round body, somewhat round head, pointy ears, and basically sausages for arms and legs, and a really, really short, what's it called? I forget the word. You know what I mean. For his toes. So yeah. So if you want to make that one, there's a free pattern available for that. Now, I'm also going to show you a couple of the things that I am doing for Christmas this year. One of them is a cartoon character. This is a cartoon that, or an album series, what do you call it? Whatever. This is a character that my brother-in-law really, really likes, this moose here. And I gift him one of these albums every year. And this year, he's also going to get the character in question. Here he is. Got the long legs, got the body, the hands. I made fingers from I-cord. I-cord was the word I wasn't remembering. It's got these ears and it's got these antlers. Do you call them antlers for moose? I think so. Well, you know what I mean. Anyway, so that will be in his one of his Christmas presents this year. Did you know that moose also have a teeny tiny tail? Yeah, I gave him that too. And again, you work with the shape for this character. You can see he has really long legs and he has big feet. And he's got a bit of a belly and a small upper body and somewhat long arms. I don't know if you can see that here. Well, maybe a little. And the face is kind of, whoops, big and small eyes. And he's are they 3-year-olds when they have 3 horns on their antlers? I don't know. Really not too difficult to make. Again, I started with the head, the round part of the head, and I did that, and I did the body. Or did I do it the other way around? Oh, I did the other way around. I started down here. So I knit up so that it got a little bit of a belly, a little bit of a bum, and I did increases so that his upper body would be smaller. And then he had, I did the head, it was basically just a circle, and I added this one afterwards. I picked up stitches in his face to add on this part. I made nostrils, can you see that? And you do that by just pulling the thread through to both sides and just pull it tight so that you get an indent on both sides. And he has nostrils. And for his mouth, I did an I-cord piece that I just added underneath here. So yeah. So much fun. I can't wait to see what he thinks on Christmas Eve when he gets this. And last but not least, I have to admit, I did think this one would be a quick project. It was not. It took me more than a week because I kept finding new details all the time that I wanted to make. Say hello to Bob. This one is a Christmas present from my sister, who once said that she wanted to have a Minions pillow for her couch. So I set out to do that. And again, you just start with the shape, and I started at the bottom. I cast on just a few stitches and did increases all the way until I had a size that I was happy with, and knit until I felt that the pants were done. Then I did everything in stockinette, and then I did a purl row. Let me show you in the back here. I did a purl row and knit another few rounds so that I could fold it in and just tighten it or stitch it. And then I picked up stitches for his body, the yellow yarn, and I knit that to the length that I wanted and did increases in the same manner that decreases in the same manner that I had done increases at the bottom. And from that, I picked up stitches for his arms, I picked up stitches for his legs, did the same thing here, that I picked up stitches directly on the pants, knit those as long as I wanted them, did a purl row to fold it, did another few rows, stitched the folded in part, stitched it, well, on the inside, picked up stitches for his boots and knit those, and just, you know, stuffing as you go along. And I picked up stitches here for the bib, and once that was done, I knitted a pocket separately and stitched it on. He also has a piece in the back that goes up higher, so I picked up stitches for that as well. And same thing, knitted a little bit, did a purl row to fold it, and knit another few stitches, and then just stitched it to the inside here. I knit the what are these called? Oh, I forgot the words. I knit these separately anyway, and just stitched them to the front and the back, while also adding the buttons that he has. And I later decided to stitch it to his body here, because they did want to fall down. Arms and hands, also same thing. I knitted basically a sausage. Stopped when I felt that this was a good point to start his hands. They only got 3 fingers. So this is like his thumb, and they have 2 more fingers. And picked up stitches around his wrist and knit this. Well, actually, I cast on for the folded head, because I wanted it to look like he has gloves on. She does. I don't know if you can see that. So I cast on so and so many stitches, knit a few rows, did a purl row again, knit some more in stockinette, and then I attached it by picking up stitches on his arm and knitting one of the stitches from his arm and one of the stitches from his glove together, so that I could attach it to his arm. And then just continued, stuffing the hand as I went. So yeah, the eyes, this is Bob the Minion, that's the small one. He doesn't have hair, and he has different colored eyes. Now, one of my kids saw this and commented that they are a bit too small, so he looks like he's done something he shouldn't. I'll take it. It was the size eyes I had. So I cut out a couple of circles of felt, made a tiny hole, because these button eyes have like a little thing that sticks out on the back, which you use to stitch them to whatever you need to use them for. So I made a little hole in the felt, and then I stitched it to the felt on the back side, and then carefully stitched the entire thing to his face, while also leaving a little gap so that I could put some stuffing inside of the white part here, which makes his eye not completely flat. It looks quite nice actually. And yeah, attached those, and after that I made a couple of pieces of I-cord that I stitched together to get the glasses. So there's 2 pieces for each eye. I don't have any glass in them. I couldn't figure out a good way to do that, so I've just decided to skip it. And then just a ribbing or a band here for his to hold his goggles, and I embroidered his mouth. And that's all. That's all. It took longer to make than I had expected to, because I kept finding new details, and he has jeans, so he needs to have the stitching, the jeans kind of stitching. So yeah, but it was fun. I had a lot of fun making him. So that's it. Christmas gift tip of the week. I know we're getting quite close, so maybe it's hard to find the time to make all of this, or maybe to make one of these. It's a big one, but a lot of these like smaller things doesn't take long at all. It's an evening, and you can make a really fun Christmas gift. So yeah, that's it for this week. I'm going to go edit this video and make some food, and I'll see you next time. Bye.